Here's an overview of the decision table you're going to be making. This is similar to what 1201 is doing too, and something that most projects start out with. Each person in your team needs to contribute at least one idea of something they think would work for a team to work on. So this has to be a project involving multiple parts where everybody could take one piece of it and design that piece of it. It could be expanded and improved, which anything out there can be expanded and improved. Something that's fun, that would just be a good 1304 project. Change and customize everything in the example to work for your specific team. So you might have some different goals, more specific things that would work for you, whether maybe you want a purely mechanical engineering project or a civil engineering project, or someone has some specific thing that they would like to see. Add that as one of the goals. And assigning the importance for each of these goals, that's going to have to be a team activity too. So the first person is going to fill out what numbers they think would be appropriate, and then another person will get online and maybe change those numbers around for what they think it should be. You can comment in Google Sheets. There's all kinds of different editing and sharing tools where you can work together online and come up with some numbers that maybe everybody can agree with, that this is where the team project should go and what goals it needs to fulfill for everybody. So change those around and have everybody contribute and give their input on where they think the project should go. Highlight that column of numbers and add everything together. The sum command is great. You just type equals SUM and highlight the cells you want to add together. This does not have to add together to 100. We can normalize that to 100 later on. So just add together all those numbers. However they add together is fine. And next, you're going to fill in a grade for each idea for each goal. So the desk, it's useful, 100%. Is it fun? Homework is not fun, so it gets an 80% there. Important, needed, yes. A good desk is definitely needed. Okay, so you go through and just grade these, just like you would grade a piece of paper. It's just use a normal 100% is an A+, 80 is a B kind of grading criteria, and critique it for each goal to see how each idea stacks up. Once you have a grade in there, you're going to assign points based on what grade it is. So usefulness, that was only an 8 criteria, but it gets 100% of those points. So it gets all 8 of those points. Whereas if it only was 80%, you can see it only got a little bit of those points. So we're just normalizing that to 100 and seeing the point value for each of those goals. And again, you're going to sum this together and then normalize it so you get something on a scale of 0 to 100, because that's the scale everybody's used to dealing with. Okay, so you add all your points together times 100 divided by the sum of your total points. So this one scores almost an A, 89% is what this idea would score. And you'll do this for each of the ideas that are out there. So decide on your goals, your working criteria, and this can all be done in Google Sheets. Grade and add up the points for each of the ideas. Decide who's the winner. At the end, decide who in your group is going to work on which piece of the project, and go ahead and make some design assignments. Copy and paste your spreadsheet out of Google Sheets back into good old Excel and submit your Excel worksheet into the Group Decision Table Dropbox. Use the 10-stage design process to really solidify your project. Identifying problems with what currently exists, that's how you can make what you have better than what's out there. Goals, that's what's on your decision table. Research, brainstorm, analyze, test. Make decisions together as a group for where the project should go. Communicate along the entire path. And then find a fun spot to actually commercialize what you make. At the very end, we'll be reviewing it and assessing it to see in future semesters, you could maybe use the same project again and keep making it better and better. Engineering is a team sport. There's always more than one person working on a project. Trying to get your little piece of the puzzle to fit into everybody else's pieces of the puzzle is pretty challenging at times, but it can be fun to work together too. Be patient with one another, laugh at your mistakes, and have fun.